Today we're going to be talking about the election of President Trump in US and on the potential impact of Trump's proposed tariffs on Canada and the real estate in Canada.
Ask Marco.
Hi, I'm Marco Momeni, and for over 22 years I've helped people navigate the Toronto real estate market. If you're looking for honest advice and expert insights, you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe for weekly updates and ask Marco if you have any questions. If you're looking to sell or buy a property, you can book a call with me or one of my team members in the first link in the description. You know, we're looking at a possible 10% tariff on Canadian goods entering the US.
No, not you. Not you. Your organization's terrible.
And this is not a trade talk. Stick with us on this one because this goes way beyond just a number on a spreadsheet.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're talking about the potential impacts on everything from the Canadian housing market to your grocery bills. It's true, the US is Canada's biggest trading partner. So any kind of shakeup in that relationship can send waves throughout their entire economy. And what's really interesting here is how those ripples could end up affecting Canadians in their everyday lives. 75% of Canadian exports are headed south to the US. So a 10% tariff on those goods means American consumers are gonna be paying more for a whole lot of stuff. And when things get more expensive, demand tends to drop. And that means Canadian businesses, especially in areas like manufacturing, autos, and agricultural, could really feel the pinch. We could be looking at a slowdown in economic activities, even job losses. And we can forget about the potential for retaliation. Canada is not just gonna sit back and take it, are they? No, they're likely hit back with their own tariffs on US goods, kicking off a full-blown trade war. And that's what's worrying. You know, a tit-for-tat tariff battle doesn't help anyone. It just shrinks the overall trade between the two nations, which hurts both economies in the long run. They're predicting Canada's economic growth could take a serious hit, with GDP potential declining by up to 3.6% by 2027. That's absolutely significant, and the impact goes beyond just GDP. Think about it. Those higher import costs, they don't just disappear. They trickle down to everyday goods, pushing prices up for everything. Groceries, electronics, you name it. Canadians could be looking at a noticeable rise in their cost of living, and that definitely hits close to home. And what happens when the prices go up? Yeah, that's inflation. And to try to keep inflation in check, the Bank of Canada might have to step in again and raise interest rates, right? Which makes borrowing more expensive for everyone. That's a crucial point because it shows how these tariffs are not just numbers on a spreadsheet, right? They have real consequences for Canadian businesses and workers, especially those carrying mortgages or loans. Higher interest rates add another layer of financial strain and burden on households. It's like a dominoes effect. One thing leads to another, and suddenly we're talking about the potential long-term impact on the Canadian economy. And speaking of potential long-term impacts, one area we need to talk about is Canadian real estate market, okay? You may ask, how would all this play out for people who own homes or are looking to buy? And that's a great question. Higher prices from inflation coupled with those rising interest rates could make homes significantly less affordable. And we could see slower price growth or even a dip in home values in some areas. And it's not just individual buyers we need to think about. This could spook foreign investors too. So in my opinion, if there will be a potential trade war or trade disputes between Canada and US, foreign investors might pull back, further impacting the real estate market. So beyond trade and housing, these tariffs mean rising prices, economic uncertainty, and potential job losses. And all of that can make people hesitant to spend money. And when people tighten their belts, businesses feel it too. And they might hold back on investment, employment, which further slows down economic growth. So we are talking about a ripple effect that goes way beyond just the direct impact of the tariffs itself. It's fascinating how seemingly isolated events in one country can have such a widespread impact on the other. It's a great reminder that we live in a deeply interconnected interconnected world. What happens on the other side of the border can have a real impact on the other. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for your likes and comments. These all will motivate us to do more of these videos for you. We love to hear your thoughts and what questions this raises for you. If you're looking to buy or sell a property, you can book a call with me in the first link in the description. I'll see you in the next video.